to this week's Coach O Show. I'm Ryan Beckman, and to my right is Coach O. Fantastic.
This week's show, we'll look back at the Wildcats' 33-21 win over the Wayne State Warriors. We'll get to know a couple members of the Wildcat football family, your viewer question, and we'll take a look at highlights from the Wayne State game as well. And Coach, get into this talking about the football game against the Warriors. And
what did you think about this week's win?
Oh, baby.
I guess the word that comes to mind is execution. We look back at that game.
Yeah, I tell you, this show's a lot easier than the last couple of men. I can tell you that. I'm really I guess in awe really is the word of our players right at this point, and our staff. I mean, I think to stay committed when there's a whole lot of outside influence that and with every loss that kind of builds, and we never really wavered from our message. I think we've got a pretty good idea, a pretty good blueprint, if you will, that leads to success at the end, and our players just kept believing, and I think because of that, we just kept getting better, and it was a great day. And I think the thing that I'm most pleased about is the overall execution, like you said, of all three phases.
Sure.
We didn't win that game on defense. We didn't win it with our kicking game. We didn't win it with our special teams or our defense or any of that kind of stuff. Offense. We won it with all three phases collectively executing and playing together. It was a fun sideline. It was an electric environment in the dome. I've got to take my hats off to the community, to the fan base. It was a great crowd. It was loud. It was really a great energy from the start to the finish. It was a great day.
Let's talk about the offense as we start here, and after the Grand Valley game a couple weeks ago, you talked about the running game finally starting to get together, and really it was that on Saturday against Wayne State. Wyatt Jurison, 122 yards, 2 touchdowns, also a receiving touchdown.
Sure.
But Wyatt's performance, even Keon Collier's performance.
Yeah, Wyatt had a great day.
No question. I think it all starts with our 5 guys up front. And we've mixed and matched that group a little bit here, and Coach Ball's done a great job coaching that group of young men. And I think we finally found the combination of 5 guys that want to fight, and I think that's the critical component. You've got to be willing to compete, and those guys did that. So it starts up front. Wyatt was fast. He had great vision. He was flat back, north and south. He was all the things we need, as exciting as could be. And you're looking at a sophomore running back in Wyatt Jurison with a Keon Collier. It's a redshirt freshman. So a heck of a 1-2 punch with Kyle Stuke being a sophomore, Peter Hagermoser a sophomore, Jordan Strope being a freshman. You're looking at an overwhelmingly young group that really came together against the number 1 rush defense in the GLIAC. So that's as good as you play run defense up to that point. So I couldn't be happier with the way we went about our business.
Second start for your freshman quarterback, Shea Brown, 19 of 30, 233 yards and a touchdown. And what did you see from him this week that maybe progressed from the week before?
His understanding of the importance of preparation is the critical component for us. He understands the classroom. He understands what it means to watch film and how to go about doing it. His football intelligence is really superior to any young kid I've ever coached. And he's got a skill set. So you put a very bright young man that's very football smart, savvy, that's 6'4", that can throw the football, and it's been awesome. It's been wonderful to coach him and see him progress. Excited to see him go this week and just take it step by step and day by day.
Time now on the Coach O Show to get to know a couple of members of the Wildcat football family. Joining me now on the Coach O Show is junior linebacker Nick Krause. And Nick, let's talk first of all about the win over Wayne State and your thoughts on the victory.
We had a rough start, beginning of this year, but last on Saturday, it was a different atmosphere, I think, in the locker room, and before the game, everyone really wanted to get this win, and we finally came together, and I think we found our true identity, with this Wayne State victory. They're a great team, they always are, and we just pulled everything together.
Now in your junior season, talk about your growth as a football player from when you set foot on this campus to at this point now, and kind of how you've grown as a football player.
Coming to Northern Michigan, I came in as a cornerback. Wasn't my best fit, I should say. The coaches can, clarify that. But then I got moved to safety my sophomore year, and then I finally found my position at linebacker when Coach Newberry came in. And, it really fit me well. I think I'm just trying to embrace my role on the team do the best I can.
What kind of adjustment was there going from cornerback to linebacker as far as position-wise?
There was more, taking on blocks was a big thing with me. I'm very undersized, so but I just try to use my speed, the best I can. It really helps me out though, coming from corner, playing man-to-man, out there, and keeping me in space. So.
Talk a little about how you got into football, what age you were, and how you kind of fell in love with the game.
I got into football around 7th grade, I think, and just after that, just took off, I guess. I was a big basketball player back in the day, but I just fell into football.
Nick, appreciate it. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Defensive coordinator Joe Ballard joining us now on the Coach O Show. And Coach Ballard, let's talk first about the Wayne State win. Looked like a good performance from your defense out there. What did you see on Saturday?
I saw the kids playing the way they played all week. They performed the way they did, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So it was everything we had hoped they were going to do.
In your first season as defensive coordinator, what were some of the adjustments for you taking over that position?
The play calling. Before it was just personnel to the coordinator, and then all of a sudden now I'm listening for the personnel, and I'm trying to get the call in, making sure that I'm playing their tendencies and running pass percentages and things like that. That there's more to the game thinking wise than there has been in the past.
How from when you were a player, what did you take from when you were a player to translate to being a coach?
Probably more the energy, the leadership role, just embracing, everything that comes and the change-ups that have to happen week to week, and just teaching those guys that it's a week-to-week, day-to-day process that continues to grow every day.
How much with this defense was it getting them to find your identity as defensive coordinator with this new position?
Right. Well, we wanted to take a lot of stuff that Brian Newberry left us, and what we did was we tried to put our personal touch on it. Some things happened with some of the personnel, so we ended up going more towards the 3-4 than we were the 4-2, and really just embracing that and doing the things we need to do to be successful, help our kids put them in the best spot. So,
Coach Ballard, appreciate it.
Yep.
Well, Coach, let's talk about the two guys that we just spoke with, and first would be your linebacker, Nick Krause.
Yeah, Krause is he's energy. He's all the things that you would want in a defensive player. Plays with great energy, great passion, runs to the football relentlessly. He's physical. He strikes you. He's got a good understanding of where to fit, which is really important at this level in terms of playing defense. And he's been a star for us from day one. And I think our defensive staff would agree that Nick Krause is the most consistent guy we've got probably on the team at this point.
But defensive coordinator Joe Ballard, that defense really is taking steps each week and really improving each week.
Absolutely. Yeah, what Joe has brought is a tremendous amount of loyalty to me. And he's got a great knowledge base. He's a champion pedigree, being a two-time All-American, two-time national champion down there at Grand Valley. And I hate to say that word, but I've got to use it when I talk about Joe. And he's a great friend, so I trust him. And that's a critical component, and we'll continue to grow together. And continue to turn this defense into something special.
One guy that seems to get a little bit more playing time on the defensive side is Brock Reynolds. He comes up with 2 sacks and almost a third sack in the game on Saturday.
Yeah, put our program aside, just so happy for Brock. He's worked so hard for so many years in this program, and has been bounced around, was on the offense, then back on the defense, then was a corner, was all the all different places. And to see him hang in there, to show his commitment to the game, was really special. We felt about maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago it was time to get him on the field and let him play here, senior year here, and play for us. And he has shined, and every week he's gotten a little bit better. He plays with really good pad level. He's physical. He runs to the football, and I'm really happy for Brock.
Here on the Coach O Show.
Let's get into this week's viewer question.
All right, this week's viewer question comes from 10-year-old Ben Kostomski. And Coach, he wants to know, it's been tough this year with a lot of injuries, but how did Saturday's win feel?
Yeah, Ben, I got to tell you, Saturday was a great day for our football program, and to see our players step up, and I think that's a mark of a quality program. I hope it is one that gets better as the season goes on, and one that's able to overcome adversity. We've had an extraordinary amount of adversity here as the year has progressed, and we were able to step to the plate Saturday. And it's great to, you talk about, I hope this is the week, and then when it actually comes and it is the week, it feels really good. It's a great question, and it was great to see our young guys execute and play well.
Ben, appreciate the question. If you have a question for Coach O, you can go to CoachOShow.com. Time for our first break here on the Coach O Show. When we come back, we'll take a look at the highlights from the Wildcats' 33-21 win over Wayne State. Stick with us.
The Coach O Show is sponsored by Fry Chevrolet, La Dolce Video and Design, Ramada of Marquette, 100.3 The Point, Jeffrey's Restaurant, Matthews Floor Fashions, and ABC 10.
Hey honey, what do you think about this one?
I love it.
Yeah, me too. But it's a little more than we were thinking.
Not much more. I'd rather get it right the first time.
Yeah, you're right. Think the kids will like it?
Hey kids, what do you think about this one?
That's my favorite.
See, I told you, coming to Matthews was the right choice.
Friendly, relaxed, comfortable. That's the Matthews difference.
Make sure all our customers know that everything is on sale here at Fry Chevrolet.
Everything?
Yes, everything.
This 2014 Equinox?
Chris, everything is on sale.
What about the 14 Krause?
Sure is. You can lease this baby for $99 a month.
What about the all-new Silverado?
Absolutely. You can lease that truck for $239 a month.
So all new Chevys are on sale?
All of them and all of our pre-owned vehicles. Everything's on sale until the end of the month. Make every day a Friday. FryChevy.com.
We've come here, to the outskirts of Marquette, Michigan, with the hope of coming face to face with what so many have feared over the years. This is a dangerous spike we've got here. Show yourself! Did you get that?
Happy Halloween.
Welcome back to the Coach O Show. Plenty of highlights from the win over Wayne State, so let's take a look at those now.
Okay, so we get started here. This is one of those times where you get excited and you see a unit progressing. We're playing true quarter coverage here, so what that means generically is we're going to try to get our safeties into run support. With that being said, there's some pressure on our corners to understand the pass game. We do a great job here to the boundary. A little play action pass for them. They're going to give us a little roll out to the right. We get great pressure from Adam Williams coming off the edge here, creating some speed. He forces a rush throw, and then you could see Brandon Parson here in a real nice fluid back pedal. He jumps the quarterback's eyes and does a great job jumping the pick, and that's just great football. That's a heck of a job defensively. First, getting pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah, I had some speed on that one.
And then Brandon makes a great jump on the football, and that's first down to us, and we were to create points off that short field, and that's exciting to see for us there. And everybody's running to the football, and the effort's tremendous, and the whole deal is in place there. As we get going here, this is a huge third down for us. You got to find a way to get stops down in the red zone, and they're approaching that red zone area, which is the 20-yard line in, obviously. Brock Reynolds here, coming off the edge to the short side of the field, does a great job. Their running back was supposed to be in protection. He kind of gets a little bit too close to the line of scrimmage and misses him, and Brock does a great job in creating sacks. We haven't done a whole lot of that, and I'm just it's great to see. Now, if you look at the play a little bit more, you see that we've got great coverage as well. I mean, we're in the flat. We're over the top here, number one to the boundary. We're over the top of the crosser, and we're in great coverage, and we're getting pressure on the quarterback. Really good structure for us defensively there.
Yeah, Wayne State just
excuse me.
Wayne State just 4 of 11 on third downs on Saturday.
Yeah, that's a great day for us. There's no doubt about it. Okay, now they're backed up a little bit. You can get after them a little bit down there. And again, they go play action pass. They're going to put it up in the air, and Thomas McNamara makes a great play. We're over the top, and we're under, and we're over. And right there, you got Chris Washington, who's a true freshman. Thomas McNamara is a true sophomore. Both those guys do a great job for us, and it's first down us.
No question about that. Thomas McNamara having a nice season for you guys.
Yeah, he's a great source of consistency defensively for us, and he's going to be a player here for quite a while for us. So we're excited to see him grow. and we're rolling down a little bit here, creating some pressure. And this is, when you could do these things, championships follow. And this is a great play for us. Again, Adam Williams here, who's in a shade there, jumps the snap count, does a great job on his first step. He gets vertical. He's able to interfere with the mesh point between the quarterback and running back. Trevor Grizel scoops and scores, and that's a great look in the checkered end zone, isn't it?
No question about that, that's for sure.
If you look at it and you're a Northern Michigan football fan, you see 11 hats crazy running into the end zone, and that's an awesome feeling. I mean, that's a great feeling for us, and well-deserved, and just really a pleasure to see. And that's exciting football, and that really put the game away for us, and awesome to see our defense playing.
Another Wildcat touchdown.
You guys that lived from the defense can find
no
end
question.
zone too.
No question. We're a team, and there isn't a lot of offense and defense here, and the whole team got a lift from that deal. There's no doubt about it. We get going here. We talked all week about understanding cadence and get them to show their hand a little bit. And Shea Brown did a tremendous job. This is a 3rd and 15 off a penalty, and Shea does an amazing job hanging in the pocket, seeing safety roll, putting the ball up in the air, right in the hole where we need it thrown. And that's a huge first down. And then there's something in football called yak, which is the yards after the catch. And Christian Jesse does a heck of a job getting upfield, making the corner miss. And at this point, I said, he can be gone here. And it was a great football play for us. It was exciting. It was fast. And that's really what the spread offense is all about in terms of pass, is creating space.
Ends up with 43 yards on that play. Finishes the day with eight receptions for 95 yards.
Yep. When you really break the game, the play down, you see Wayne bringing pressure like they always do. So they're bringing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're in a 6-man protection, which is 5 down linemen with our running back, and we understand we're in a slide mode. And the running back picks him up, and everyone's picked up, and it's a good cup, if you will, for protection. He's able to step in and throw, and then Christian makes a great run after the catch, and everybody's excited and chasing. Okay, now we get down in the goal line area, and I think it was obvious that we made a tremendous effort offensively to be committed to the run, and that was obvious to us here, and why it was really special all day long. And this was a great run. He's flat back and getting the end zone, and carries him into the deal there. And we're working hard. We're blocking on the perimeter. We're blocking up front, and Wyatt carries 2 into the end zone, and that's a great scene for us right there.
Yeah, as we talked about earlier, just a big day for Wyatt, the workhorse on Saturday.
Yeah. The best thing about this deal is there was a bunch of plays for us to decipher what to show in the show. So we try to limit the deal here. Again, playing games a little bit with our cadence, and this play to me is the biggest play of the day, offensively speaking, from a coach's perspective. We've got a true freshman at quarterback who has played 4 quarters of college football in his whole life, and he's in the Superior Dome playing in his first home game. He's got Marcus Tucker and Christian Jesse on this side of the field, and he's trying to make a pretty good effort to get them the football. They roll the coverage to where he wants to go with it. He's good enough, if you see him here, to recoil, meaning reset himself, which right there he's prepared to throw the ball to the right, stay with poise, go back to the boundary, and just throw a strike. And he throws it to another true freshman in DeMarco Haynes. Yeah. So, I'm not sure how many freshmen are throwing to freshmen here in the GLIAC lately, but that's pretty good versus arguably the best defense in the league.
Another 3rd down for you guys.
And another huge 3rd down get. Yeah, and that was a great football play. And again, great protection. Here they come. Here they're coming. And they're coming fast. And we pick it up perfectly. And he recoils here. Right there, he looks to the right. Boom. I'm going back to the left. He's got an understanding where everybody's supposed to be. Good catch, first down. Really good football play. Really good football play. Okay, we go going here. This was a great deal for us. We're in 3rd and 10, and we're in our empty set. And it's really easy. We're going to make a play call predicated off their pressure. If they don't bring any pressure, they tackle a gain of 2, we're off the field. We got them in a perfect call. They blitz here. They blitz the house. We throw a rocket screen. He makes 1 miss, another Wildcat first down. So just really good football plays for us. And led by Shea Brown, Marcus Tucker making a great catch and run there. So it was a special day for us. There was obviously a lot of touchdowns, and we tried to mix it up, and special teams played well, and it was it was great to see us click and fight and overcome some adversity there midway through the third quarter, and we made a lot of good plays.
Yeah, like we said when we started the show, the players were able to execute the game plan.
No question about it. No question. Thank you, Ryan.
You bet. Let's look at the highlights. Let's take a break. When we come back, we will scout the Wildcats' next opponent, the Northwood Timberwolves, right here on the Coach O Show.
Hey Wildcat fans, it's trivia time. What was the largest attendance the Superior Dome has ever had for an NMU game? Was it A, 6,195, B, 13,546, or C, 8,432 people?
We've come here to the outskirts of Marquette, Michigan, with the hope of coming face to face with what so many have feared over the years.
This is a dangerous spike we've got here.
Show yourself! Did you get that?
Happy Halloween.
Come home to the Ramada of Marquette. A friendly, helpful staff is just the first step to a relaxing, comfortable stay. Newly renovated, spacious, and luxurious rooms with a full-service restaurant and bar, plus hot tub, pool, and sauna. Conveniently located near beautiful downtown Marquette, the family-owned and operated Ramada of Marquette, serving UP service for 40 years.
For the best breakfast in Marquette, come to Jeffrey's, where you can enjoy made-from-scratch baked goods with your breakfast. We also make fantastic homemade lunches and have a delicious dinner menu. On Friday nights, we serve up a great fish fry, which is sure to have you coming back again and again. Top it off with the best homemade pies in town. I'd like to invite you down to Jeffrey's, where it's all about food, family, and friends. Located up on the hill next to Econo Foods in Marquette.
Hey honey, what do you think about this one?
I love it.
Yeah, me too. But it's a little more than we were thinking.
Not much more. I'd rather get it right the first time.
Yeah, you're right. Think the kids will like it?
Hey kids, what do you think about this one?
That's my favorite.
See, I told you, coming to Matthews was the right choice.
Friendly, relaxed, comfortable. That's the Matthews difference.
What was the largest attendance the Superior Dome has ever had for an NMU game?
Correct answer was C, 8,432 people, when Northern played Ferris State in 1991.
Welcome back to the Coach O Show. Wildcats getting set for their final home game of the season. Hard to believe it's already that point of the season, Coach, but senior day on Saturday, and let's talk about overall what these seniors have meant to this program.
Yeah, it's unmeasurable, really, in terms of what they mean to me and to the structure and the foundation of our program as it goes forward. There's you'd like to talk about each of them, and they all have had a special imprint on what we've tried to accomplish. Chad Anderson has been a rock for us in the offensive line. He's been physical and he's been consistent, and has been a great proof of what what it means to be a big, strong, athletic kid that can understand the ups and downs. Christian Jesse's been as good as any player in the league in the last 2 years, and he's been such a pleasure to be around. He's just such an easy kid to coach, and he's really been a star for us. I don't think anybody would deny that. Obviously, Cody Sapaniak had an amazing finish to his junior season and was off to a heck of a start here as a senior, and to see him get hurt in his third game was heartbreaking for him. With that being said, it was a difficult thing for us, obviously, as a football team. Felt like we were on a pretty good path. We were on a pretty good path. But, part of the game, and you move forward. Casey Cotto was a critical component to our success last season. Gets hurt, I think it was week 2 of training camp, and tears his Achilles tendon running in for a touchdown in camp. And so you were without Casey for the whole season. But he brought a tremendous amount of toughness and staying with the program, and get injury after injury and all those kind of things. So I just so appreciative of those guys on the offensive side of the ball. And then on defense, our seniors this year obviously is Morgan Stentz, and Morgan's consistency and overall character has been amazing from the beginning. And then, to put the seal on top, he has, what should be season-ending injury to his toe. And then he has another injury to his other leg, and he has an ankle injury, and it would leave guys like any normal guy, forget about playing football, would be crutching around, and he just continues to grip through it and play, and again shows our young guys what it means to truly be committed to your craft. Brandon Parsons is skilled, and he's such a fluid athlete. It's beautiful to watch him run and play, and he's been a great structure for us, a hell of a student, and will leave here really with a successful run here for us for the past 2 years. Brock Reynolds, who's been hanging in there and fighting the fight and playing as hard as he can, has done a heck of a job, defensively speaking. So it's been a pleasure to see those guys be part of our program. And then we've got a couple other seniors that have factored in and has left imprints on our staff and on our program. We're terribly thankful to have them. But it's always sad at the end because those guys go, and the football family is what we refer to it as, changes. Mm-hmm. It's inevitable. It happens in every program. We've got about 3 more weeks left, and then the family will never look quite this way. It'll change, and a new flux of freshmen will come in, and the program changes. But I'm thankful for those guys, and I can't tell you how much they have meant to our foundation as a program.
Final home game, Northwood Timberwolves coming to town, and we talked about them, at least their offense, kind of more of the Woodbone offense as they call it, but seems this year they've gotten more away from that and passing the football a little bit.
Yeah, as far as we can tell on film, they're completely away from that bone stuff. They're spread and shotgun and trying to throw the ball and create some space on the offensive side. They've had some really close games. Nearly beat Grand Valley yesterday. I believe the score was 24-21, 24-17, something like that. And I think they're competing hard, and they're do all the things. I think they play defense with a lot of grit, a lot of passion, and they're well coached, and they got great tradition there in that program. And they're going to give us all we can handle. I'm sure of that.
Touch a little bit more about what you'll see on them defensively on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean they're aggressive. I think they're a 4-man front, and those are 4 pretty good football players, and they'll do some conventional type things within their coverage, but they'll bring pressure. They tackle well. They run the football well. They play with good effort. It's a good football team.
Take the momentum from this week and take it into the Northwood game.
Yeah, we hope.
Yeah,
we hope. You talk to the players. You can't go back.
Right.
You created a product. You put it on film. That's your identity, and you can't go back. We're going to work as hard as we can to ensure we're going to come out with the same fight.
Coach, appreciate your time, and
Thank you,
good luck on Saturday.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Well, that's going to wrap it up for this week's edition of the Coach O Show. Join us next week when we take a look at the highlights from the Northwood game. We'll scout their next week opponent. We'll get to your viewer question, and we'll get to know a couple more members of the Wildcat football program. So that's going to wrap it up for this week's edition of the Coach O Show. But before we go, one more thing.
Happy Halloween!
The Coach O Show is sponsored by
Krause Chevrolet, La Dolce Video and Design, Ramada of Marquette, 100.3 The Point, Jeffrey's Restaurant, Matthews Floor Fashions, and ABC 10.